Hello everyone and welcome to another Timeless video. So today we're going to be taking a look at Grixis Shadow in Timeless format. This list comes from Greenwire, and Greenwire definitely has been cooking, to say the least. So this one's a little bit more permanent heavy for a Grixis Shadow deck, and there's a good reason for that. So in this deck, we are playing a card called Wail of the Forgotten, which is a new card from Lost Caverns of Ixalan. Now, because this card has Descend 8, which means that it does require an 8 or more permanent cards in your graveyard if you want to choose more than one option from this card. Options listed here are return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand, or target opponent discards a card, or you can look at the top 3 cards of your deck and put one of them into your hand and rest into the graveyard. And the last option for this card is going to have a lot of synergy in this deck. So firstly, we are playing a Stalactite Stalker, which wants permanent cards entering the graveyard on your turn. We do have Mishra's Bauble, we do have the fetch lands, and we also have 4 copies of Inti, but we also have 2 copies of Wail of the Forgotten, which is a sorcery card that can also do that as well. And we also have a Dragon Ray Channeler, which also wants cards in the graveyard, and Wail of the Forgotten can make this very, very easy, and potentially letting the Dragon Ray Channeler flip on turn 2. And lastly, we have Treasure Cruise. Treasure Cruise wants cards in the graveyard. So if you are putting cards in the graveyard with Wail of Forgotten by itself is going to put 3 cards in the graveyard. So Treasure Cruise is going to become a lot better in this deck compared to something like Expressive Iteration. Now, the original list of this deck actually played 4 copies of Wail of Forgotten, but after playing some games, I have actually gone down on Wail of Forgotten and going up on 2 copies of Unholy Heat because I felt like this deck actually lacked some interaction spells. And the other notable synergy to mention is the Death Shadow plus Inti. You can grow the Death Shadow with fetch lands and thought seizes, and the Inti will give this card a trample and hopefully hit them for lethal damage. So having said that, we're going to be jumping into some Timeless Best of 3 to show you guys how the deck does. So let's hop on over. Okay, Stalkers, let's go. Stalkers, let's go. It does kind of suck that we drew a bunch of shock lands instead of the fetch lands, because that means our Stalker is just going to be a lot worse. Spirits. Interesting. Spectral Sailor, yep. Wow, I'm not even sure if I can beat all these. Can I even beat these? Yeah, I'm not sure if I can beat the Lingering Souls with my hand. My hand is awful against it. Oh man, we flooded. We flooded hard. I mean, we did get a shadow. We did get a shadow. Bluff a Bowmaster. Why are they attacking? Yeah, we are mega flooding right now. We're drawing another Spectral Sailor. I think the way we win is through getting Inti, Getting a fat Death Shadow and attacking for trample damage. Ragavan's not gonna do anything. Eight damage. Unless they start blocking like this. Remorseful Cleric. Come on. Let's see it. I need an Inti. NT and we're good. NT and we're good. Unironically, that Remorseful Cleric was such a good draw. It was actually, it's kind of insane. Because they can block the Loris and sacrifice itself, right? Yeah, the NT is going to win me the game here. Treasure Cruise. Okay. Let's see what we're working with. Another bauble. Can I afford to go to 7? So I'm gonna Thoughtseize first. I need to get that Ephemery out of the way. Man, I can't actually kill the Cleric, huh? Because if I kill the Cleric, they're gonna respond to it and exile my graveyard. So I actually have to... Treasure Cruise? A Bowmaster, you say? A Bowmaster, you say? Then look at the top of my... Actually, I'm gonna wait for the Cleric to die. And then we attack. And now, our 3 life gain is guaranteed. Five, 6, 7, 8. They got total of 8 damage. So let's see what they do. Opponent has 8 damage. They attack for ambiguous 5 damage. I'm gonna look at the top of my deck. NT. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. That should be game. Attack all. Discard. Give the Shadow Trample. Wow. I think multiple times I was about to give up, but we got there in the end. The Molten Impact seems great. Echoing Decay seems also pretty good. Thoughtseize, not so much. Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to say. Did the Thoughtseize do anything? It kind of did. It was able to make a play with the Ephemerate discard, but like maybe not so much. Also, Ragavan seems like meh against their 1/1s. And we're going second as well. Do it something like this. Beautiful hand. Again, pretty good. I wonder how good Bowmaster is against them. Also, Stalker seems insane against them. Them having just a bunch of 1/1s. Should I preemptively grab a blue source? I feel like I shouldn't. I have a lot of double red going on, like Ragavan plus Bolt. I guess it doesn't hurt to grab a Steam Vent. But if I grab Steam Vent, I can't play Stalker, so... Let's go Blood Crypt. I could have also done Ragavan plus Lightning Bolt here. I think that could have also worked as well. But I think I can potentially do it next turn. Is this a Fatal Push? Fragment Reality. Fragmento Reality. I guess I'm just bolting that, play a Ragavan, and then we'll Inti, give Trample. Skyclave Apparition. Okay. It's kind of annoying that they are using a bunch of removal spells that are exile spells. Very annoying. We need an artifact and a creature? Okay, so I'm not gonna be able to target anything anymore, so I guess I'll just do this now. Opponent's been cooking. Opponent's been cooking. Bauble. Another bauble. Rattle chain, huh? The Bowmaster's not gonna be doing anything. Kira. That card is a bit annoying. Maybe I can potentially... No, okay, never mind. They're attacking. Delirium is up, so I need a Dragon Rage Channeler. Okay. That is a card. How... Okay, so I think I'm gonna play Loris here. Play a Loris. Steam Vent? Nope. Do I die? I do. Dang. So even if I didn't fetch, I would have died there, right? So this time I'll have more Ragavans. It could work. I think it definitely could work. Run out the NT. Okay. A Thoughtseize, huh? Okay, let's attack first. Land. Creature, land, sorcery, instant speed. But this is my... But that's actually not gonna work, right? I need to find like a bolt or something. Double apparitions. That's pretty annoying, actually. This is also a spirit. I need to find something good because I'm flooding right now. Those are not exactly what I'm looking for. I was looking for like an instant speed or like a lightning bolt. But I guess the Bowmaster kind of does it because it does let you kill the Spring Phantom. Death Shadow. Grab a swamp. This way opponent taps out, playing the Skyclave apparition. Really kind of sucks to use like 2 spells like this on this, but you know, sometimes you have to. You just gotta. Yeah, opponent blocks. We're so close to winning. Okay, that's slightly annoying, but guess it's not the end of the world. Goes to 9. They go to 1. That means they can't fetch anymore. And that means Bowmaster top deck is also lethal. Nice, I think we got this. Ooh, yeah, we definitely won. Yeah, they're dead. GG's. That's really slow. I hate to keep a hand like this, but monkey, huh? Monkey see, monkey do. I wonder if they have it. Flooded Strand. I think I'm just going to flash an Orcish Bowmaster. I think this is just too good. Like, it's just too good to Bowmaster now. And if they Brainstorm, that means they, you know... Yeah, there you go. So if they Brainstorm, they're tapping out, which means Ragavan's gonna be getting in there. And if we also draw land, that also lets us play another Bowmaster. We didn't. But I think that's still gonna be the play here. Narset. Demolition Field. Demolition Field. I guess it's Ragavan into Inti. Say what? Okay. Crack it now in case of a Tishana. Okay. Is this actually a blue-eye control deck? In this economy? Actual blue-eye control deck. Okay, insane. Wandering Emperor. They must have another Wandering Emperor. Get lost. Six cars in the yard. Snapcaster Mage. Doesn't do anything. Should I play my Treasure Cruise? Nice. Perfect. Now they are drawing, you know, Wandering Emperor there. Supreme Verdict. Opponent discards a card and that. Discard. And we'll just treasure cruise. Bolt. A bolt. They do have a Wandering Emperor, though. Guess we'll go Steam Vent. Draw multiple cards. And they're dead. Nice. Spell Pearson. Do I want Unlicensed Hearse? Potentially. They have a Snapcaster Mage and a bunch of Mystic Sanctuaries. Probably a good place to start. So something like this. I did want some more discard spells in the sideboard, but it's hard to fit all of these in, you know? So, I mean, Whale was kind of clutch there. Go down on Unholy Heat. And a copy of NT. And maybe a Stalker. We don't want them stealing with the Archmage Charm, right? Wow. This is a pretty nice hand. Boom. And boom. And we will look at what they're about to draw. A Gideon. I see. Interesting they shocks it in. So it's not a Snapcaster Mage. It's probably a counter spell. I think the play here is Bowmaster, Thoughtseize Bowmaster. Or they want a dead Gideon?
Now it's my turn. You're better than I expected.
Ooh, Spell Pierce. Okay, we got a lot of options. Another Bomi. Okay, opponent isn't officially a memer. So we get that. I guess that doesn't really matter. Boop.
Surprises.
Now the Gideon is dead.
Count on a rematch.
Let's see if they counter this. No. Okay. Wait, what? Okay, they completely got me. Let's grab a Blood Crypt and put the Loris back into my hand. I didn't see the Containment Priest coming. Did you? I feel like the card just came out of nowhere, you know? Interesting. So I can't quite like return the containment priest back into their hand because it has flash, you know? And I also can't play the Loris here. Otherwise they can just counterspell and then top deck a board wipe. So I guess I'm just looking for a card. You know what? I'll take that. Really? Really? The opponent passes again. They clearly have something. Land. Artifact, sorcery. We're putting a sorcery in the graveyard, so we don't need that Thoughtseize. I'm paying 3. A Death Shadow. A bolt. A bolt, you say? Boop. Easy game. Oh my god. Oh my god. Guess I'll try this. Okay, goodbye, Dragon Rage Chandler. It was nice knowing you. Unless they get rid of Inti here, that means they have a Bowmaster in their hand. Yep. That literally seems to be the case. Should I just kind of play along with it? Maybe they don't have it, and they just picked the wrong card. I mean, the thing is, I do have to put a creature into the graveyard anyways. Now that I got another Dragon Rage Chandler. Wait, what? They actually didn't have it? No way? Aw, they have a Fatal Push. They have a Fatal Push. Let's protect the NT. So that's why they got rid of it. The bolt. I guess. A Thoughtseize. Okay. That is a lot of lands that I just went through. What? Like, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 lands. That's a lot. My god. So we just need to find a Death Shadow And we can just block the Lelia. Yeah, we just need a Death Shadow, right? That is not a Death Shadow, I will say. So I guess we're dead, right? 2-4. I guess I can chump block that. We're gonna take the Loris away. They actually don't have a black source. A Bowmaster. So they go to 9. A bolt. Okay, so we're dead. They can just bolt us and then Deathrise Shaman. So in this matchup, maybe just Molten Impact. They play a lot of creatures. No. Actually, let's take out Ragavans. Channeler, Bauble. Channeler, Bauble. It's still pretty risky, but I'm gonna try it. Let's go with Blood Crypt. Nice. Blood Moon. So we just need to grab a swamp and we're set. Interesting. No bolts. No bolts. I could have also Ragavan there, but I don't think it's as good. You know what? Ragavan, you're dismissed. Tarmogoyf. Tarmogoyf. So sorcery actually does it, right? Ooh, that is... I might want that, actually. For whale? That is an incredibly greedy hand. What in the world am I seeing? Don't think I'm... Am I? Am I getting rid of Death Shadow here? Or maybe I whale... Play the Death Shadow. That's probably a lot better. And we're set. We're set. And all they got is a Tarmogoyf. Yeah, Tarmogoyf isn't so threatening when you can balance it with the whale. And we got a bunch of chump blockers as well with the Orcish Bowmasters. And Death Shadow is a lot better than a Tarmogoyf, since they can't really like freely attack. Let's go again. Think we start with the Thoughtseize. That's good. And then we go Bowmaster into Inti. Ooh, that Shadow, the counter to the Tarmogoyf. We got two of them as well. Should I set up Inti? And then I bait out the I bait out push. And then we go double Death Shadow. Bloodbraid Elf. Looks like I can't bait out a push, unfortunately. Okay. We might just be dead, honestly. This deck has a pretty hard time killing the Deathrise Shaman, it seems. It has a bit of a trouble. Because the only removal spell we play are Bolt. So once they like spam Deathrise Shamans like this, it's very impossible. GG's. Okay, so this deck comes from Greenwire, and I have played 5 games. We went 3-2, and I have a lot of things to say. There's some good things about it, and there's some bad things. So originally, this deck actually had 4 copies of Whale of Forgotten, but I have eventually actually moved this down to 2 copies. Because as you've seen from that Jund game, this deck seems to be really weak to Deathrise Shaman. Because what eventually happens is you have some Death Shadow, and then you're trying to get to low life, and then you just get burnt out by a bunch of Death Shadow. But at the same time, if you had 4 copies of Whale of Forgotten and no copies of Unholy Heat, as you can see, the only removal spell that we play is 4 copies of Lightning Bolt. That means if you don't draw the Bolt, you're just going to lose to Deathrise Shaman single-handedly. So that's one of the problems with this deck mainly. But I think I like a lot of the things that's going on here. I especially like the Whale of Forgotten filling the graveyard. So obviously there's some trade-off between this card and something like Expressive Iteration. Expressive Iteration, sometimes you have to, playing a low land count deck, you sometimes have to put the card that you put it into the exile pile, just, you know, you can't play it because you don't have enough mana, or you don't get a land from the Expressive Iteration. That can sometimes happen as well, but Whale always gives you the value, and this pairs up very nicely with Treasure Cruise, right? Filling the graveyard. It fuels for Dragon Ray Channeler, it fuels for Treasure Cruise, so that's something I like. So there's definitely some pros and cons. It's a bit worse compared to Expressive Iteration, but if you pair the Well of Forgotten together with the Treasure Cruise, it's a lot better. The Descent 8 is almost never gonna come, but it's there. And sometimes this can be a little bit pretty flexible. You can bounce something to opponent's hand. You can make opponent discard a card. But most of the times, you're just going to be looking at the top 3 cards and putting 1 card into your hand. And then putting the rest into the graveyard. So I have eventually went down to 2 copies of Well Forgotten. And I put in 2 copies of Unholy Heat to make the Dragon Ray Channeler a little bit better. Since we have more instant speed now. Plus... and this is going to go a long way against a lot of other creature decks, or even against like mid-range decks. Like, I kind of feel the same way about Molten Impact. It's a bit expensive sometimes, especially in a deck like this. Sometimes Molten Impact can be a little bit clunky, because we also play Whale of Forgotten and Treasure Cruise, plus 4 copies of Thoughtseize. We have a lot of sorcery spells here, so to kind of balance out the instant speed side of things, to support the Dragon Ray Channeler a little better, I think instead of a 2nd copy of Molten Impact, another copy of Unholy Heat could go a long way, especially in an 18-land deck as well. So that's kind of my assessment with this deck. That's trying to abuse the Well of Forgotten plus Treasure Cruise, and I especially like the Death Shadow plus the NT combo. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video so far, and if you did, as always, leave a like, comment below, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.